fucking
short
cleared
hair.
and reset everything.
Wigs are black magic. Just saying.
Oh no, I look terrible with short hair.
My
I
phone
I look awful.
my phone is buzzing saying manage your channel directly from your phone.
And I click
And it's
join your
still
channel,
showing
and I'm still
fucking
hosting me.
Talius. Now it's saying follow Talius. What is this thing doing? Log out.
Yep, you're
Log
hosting me still.
in. Log in. Still fucking hosting. Do you get the... Oh, it says unhost. Let's see. Unhost. Motherfucker. About goddamn time. Alright, so... Is there anybody even in here? If so, I apologize for everything that's going on right now. For some reason, Twitch would not get out of host mode for me. So I had to reset everything up, redo everything. All this shit. Thanks, Melissa.
There we go.
I love it. All right. So let me get out of this thing here because I don't like the way this sounds. Installed. Let's do this music instead. Let's stop it and then do this music. Okay, so hi guys, we're live. Still waiting for a few people to come in. I don't even know who all's coming in tonight, to be honest.
Sin said he'd be 10 minutes late, but he's gonna pop in any second. But like, what'd I miss?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Claire said she'd be late, but here.
Okay. Any word from Drew or
No.
Kian?
Doubt Kian is coming.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
he might take a couple weeks off, so that's I'm already expecting that, but I don't know if he was gonna surprise me and pop in, be like, just kidding, guys, I'm here.
Nah, he's actually currently streaming now, according to Twitch, but I don't trust Twitch right now, so that could be bullshit.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I'm gonna be all self-conscious about being the only person not having a face.
Well, go get a face.
Right.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
2 seconds to go get a face.
Pretending like she wasn't born
How
with a
good are you at
face.
peeling faces off? Because, like, just getting the angles of the knife is so hard.
Right? I mean, what?
You know.
We've never done anything like that.
Ah, fuck. Okay, so I'm frazzled now. Why is this music not playing? There you go. Why do you gotta wait till I say it and then start playing and make me look stupid?
The band wakes up like, huh?
What? Oh. Alright, so hi everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Anybody want to do recap? Because we got to kick this shit off pretty soon here, because otherwise we're going to be like 5 sessions in a row in this dungeon.
Right. It's pretty simple.
We're still in a dungeon and we're in the middle of a fight. Or just
Perfect, let's
started
go.
a fight.
Yep.
I want the PP for that.
You don't get PP for that.
No.
Our
Lucky
hero
for you.
stumbled into, well, they were fighting already when we picked up the what was that thing called? The main thing that was able to res
The Ashgaunt?
the Ashgaunt. They were fighting Ashgaunt and the cultists
Alex
that
is facing a cat.
followed them. And he was able to be dispatched relatively quickly, and then we finished off the rest, except for one that ran off, and Divian, as far as I know, never caught him. So we began exploring around and came to a few locked doors, and we eventually broke down one door to find a room with more of the cultists, another Ashgaunt, and a creature, I guess. who was reading from what appeared to be the Necronomicon. Marith and Divian immediately tried to cast things to keep him from continuing to read, but he was able to break those, and then a fight ensued. Vardrak is currently in his face, hitting him in the face many times with the blessing of God. And everyone else is fighting the crazy cultists that seem to be hopped up on, the devil's juice.
The devil's juice.
That's right.
The devil's lettuce.
That's where we left off.
All right. Hey. Who popped in here? What's it saying here? Sin's here finally. Hi. Except he ain't got no video though.
I'm trying to connect everything right now.
You ain't got no
Alex
legs,
did go
Lieutenant
into their
Dan.
face.
I did. So, because of the time zone difference, we start streaming like 45 minutes after I get home from work. So I'm tired and disheveled and just want to eat food. So usually I just look like a mess and I'm like, all right, fine. I'll go try not to look like a disaster and not just be wearing pajamas.
I haven't eaten yet today.
Fix
And you
that!
saying food just reminded me.
Oh yes, food.
I've
been awake since 6 a.m. and I have to get up early tomorrow so I can go counter protest the Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh my god, I really wish I could go do that with you.
Do it.
I really wish I could. Because
They don't
that
come
sounds
out
like
here.
so much fun.
Why? Like 5 minutes from my house. Why?
Why protest
Why?
a fucking, whatchamacallit, a homecoming?
High school? Because
Yeah.
the homecoming king was trans?
Oh no.
Oh shit. The end is nigh.
They're so
Right,
upset
yeah.
because the homecoming king was, and they're like just misgendering him, and it's so bad.
Well, it's like, did you guys go to that high school? Is that why you're so personally crossed by this happening? Like,
No,
Did
it's
you go
just
to that
5
high
minutes from my
school?
house, and I don't want these bastards near my house.
right? Not you. I mean
talk about
them.
Oh, them? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they just
No, you're just. I
They-
understand that shit.
They are also touring impoverished cities to spread the bread of life. So they're also visiting Flint. And I'm just like, Flint doesn't need Jesus. Flint needs clean water.
All right. Are they
Please,
bringing
thanks.
water?
To bring clean Jesus water.
Holy water.
Yeah.
Flint will take whatever water you give him.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that because they got water already.
No, they don't. They've got sludge.
I mean, you said whatever they'll give them. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, things to get out of the way. One, this is an interactive Dungeons and Dragons stream. So if you guys want to interact, you can do ! Amethil, and you can see all of the stuffs that you can do to interact.
Stop eating that.
Yeah,
I have nothing
Bob.
for you. He's not even home and probably won't be home tonight. I don't know. It's the cat. Stop it.
Melissa killed Bob, confirmed.
Yeah.
So
If I did, he deserved it.
you can interact with the stream by any of these ways over here, right past Melissa's head. Most notably, just by being here, you earn Cliff Coins, and you can interact with that. 2, to the players. Anything that you guys want to do, as long as it makes sense within the context of what's going on right now, I'll most likely allow it. I think that's all I got. So, with that being said, let's start tonight's adventures from Amethil.
Can't connect to the server.
Why?
Adventures from Amethil.
So look, we got a new layout, and it's party.
I love how it's like, I can't connect to the server. Doom.
Yeah, I know. Fucking Sin saying it right when we're going into that. I don't know what to tell you, homeboy.
It says connecting right now. It's just it's gonna be a while.
Yeah. So
Oh, there you are.
where we left off was on the Ashgaunt's turn. Do you guys recall if the Ashgaunt went or not?
I'm pretty sure that he did.
Quick, someone fact
I'm
check.
gonna say yes.
Oh, gee, not at all biased.
I'm almost certain that he did because I went and then you did something. I'm gonna go to the tapes.
Take it to the tapes. All right. Well, if that's the case, then it's back to the start of the
Cool.
round with Bolivar, who currently, the way that this is laying out here, this person right here in the middle. Why does the cursor not show for that? Hold on, that I probably should change because showing the cursor may be helpful. There we go. Okay, so this one right here, he's the one that Vardrak and Bolivar have been fighting, and so did Ukto for one round, with the backup of this Ashgaunt over here. So Bolivar is still aiming at and attacking. Okay. Sin disconnected again.
Come on.
What did I?
Shows he did.
I
I take it you're just off the Wi-Fi again.
Yeah, I went to the spot where I usually connect, like through a hard line.
Uh huh.
But for some reason, it's not like stable right now. So I moved all my shit over here, and I'm just off my hotspot again.
Well, you got to get this shit fixed, cause it's your turn. So, Bolivar swings at this guy, and with almost this music's got to go right now. Hold on, this is not cutting it for what I'm trying to explain.
It's so evil, though.
Let me get my flute and play you the most terrifying song.
Right, exactly.
I'm just joking. I don't own a flute. I was a trumpet player.
Hey, me too. High five.
Hey,
Um,
Vivian has the flute playing covered.
Yeah, he does.
It's terrifying.
So, Fantasy Ground College with the 300 biddies.
All right, you said it's my turn.
Let me finish talking, son.
Okay.
Bolivar swings at this guy, and you guys see, like, almost with this, like, supernatural agility, he dodges the attacks. And Bolivar is, like, you know, actively, like, in kill mode on this guy, and he's still, like, dodging the attacks. You see almost like a shadow image of himself as he moves around. Fantasy Ground College, you guys, you can make sure you, you know, do the thing to let me know how you want to use those 300 bits. And Devian, yeah, it is your turn. It says waiting for reconnect. It's trying.
You're gonna have to do this for me then.
That's fine.
The person to the left of the Ashgaunt,
Yep.
just 2 arrows straight into him.
Okay. I assume using the resonant longbow of slaughter.
Yes. With my sickle.
A 12 would not have hit him but I forgot to target him anyways.
Cliff, did you post last week's game?
I did, but if you don't see it, then that means it's probably private.
Are you adding the +2? Like, it's not. We couldn't get it to work, so every time I attack, I have to add the 2.
+2 wouldn't have hit him with the last one anyways. You did hit him with the second shot,
Okay.
though. Is there anything else I need to do damage-wise?
No, that's it.
Okay. So, as Balavar's swinging at him and he's dodging all these attacks, Devian knocks 2 arrows and lets them fly. One of them hits like that shadow image, like I was saying, of him dodging. The other one actually catches him right in the shoulder. And as he does, again, you see like that thick brown, dark brown ichor start to leak out of him. And you see the smile drop from his face completely at this point. And he just has this scowl. Vakta, your turn.
All right. Well, I can't hit that guy anymore because he's too far away. So I'm going to turn and shoot my crossbow at this fucker.
Okay.
Has he taken a turn in combat yet?
No, you are the third person to go.
Yeah.
Cliff,
Yeah.
I can't see the map.
So I found out I don't need Cliff to share the map because you can go to image maps and pull it up from there.
Well, yeah, it's already pre-shared with all you guys, so you could do that anytime. But when I do it, it automatically pops it up. And then I guess I could do this, and then do this, and it'll force you guys to see what I'm seeing.
Now we know we don't need you no more.
It changed my perspective. It had everything
You're
the way
welcome.
I wanted it.
You're welcome.
Do. Assassinate that. Hasn't taken a turn in combat. Yes, okay. So I have advantage on the attack roll because of the assassinate feat.
And because you have advantage,
And there's that damage, and there's the extra damage from sneak attack
why is that not
that I
pre-programmed into your
can't
shit
add in
yet?
because it just doesn't work from my character sheet.
It doesn't make sense.
I know.
28. Let me pull up your character sheet too. And you did that with your daggers?
Short bow.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the one, this guy is like running towards you almost at like full speed at this point. And as you just pull back your short bow, knock an arrow and let it loose, it hits him and it almost like knocks him backwards, almost off of his feet. He catches his balance, but you stop him dead in his momentum.
Ha!
Do you want to move or anything, or are you staying there?
Oh, I'm staying there. Staying next to Raina. That's my girl.
Were you invis when you did that?
Huh?
Were you invisible still when you did that?
No, I haven't been invisible for a while.
Okay.
That wore off before we even got into this room.
So this guy has 28 points of damage on him that you just did. I'm gonna try something.
Like, I'll leave it. Come here.
There we go. Wait, no.
Ready? Come on.
Almost. Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a damage die.
Why do I see 2 Utos on this map?
Because she has her double image out.
Oh.
Let me do one more thing here. Seems how we've wasted enough time today.
Tonight is just going to be the evening of watching my exasperated face as I try to switch between the chat and the game.
Sounds fun.
But we like your face, so
Mm-hmm.
Aw, shucks. I figured you guys just like my cat that keeps deciding it needs to be here.
yeah. Well,
Both.
sometimes there's cats in my background somewhere. Sometimes there's dog.
And
Um,
sometimes a
Dog
blob.
is behind laundry basket.
Melissa, look at your attacks now, your actions. At the very bottom, you should see a whole shitload of things now.
Ooh.
So whatever type of weapon you're doing, you would just use that one, but it's like for piercing is the first one. So in the future, that's all you got to do.
Awesome. And is that going to work for? It says 1d6 piercing, so it's currently 5d6.
Let me see. Roll another damage die. Did it roll? That rolled the additional d6 too, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. So, can you do this too? No. So... I'm just curious. Go ahead and roll another damage die.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would want to, however many it is.
5 times.
Yeah.
Okay. I need another sticky note.
This guy is so over dead at this point. It is ridiculous.
You should just leave it dead and not fix it.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Yeah, I'll do
Where are my
that.
sticky notes?
I feel like that damage should count.
Oh, yeah. Should it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And yeah, so this guy that you guys are fighting, like I said, the smile on his face just turns to this scowl, and he just has this like this hollow darkness in his eyes. As he turns and looks at Balavar, and he slices with these gangly claws that he has.
Watched those recently.
No, I don't think he's done that in a while. And he slices Balavar right across the chest and opens up his chest, so his chest is bleeding, and he licks his fingers, and as he does, you see the smile on his face grow, and he takes his hand and he like scratches himself across the chest, like where he scratched Balavar. And as he does, you just see like that purple swirl that you've seen come up from the children of Orcus when they were resurrected by the Ashgaunt. You see that start surrounding him. And as he does, you just see like all this essence go into where he scratched himself on the chest, and you see it just close up. And again, he has that smile back on his face. And he looks dead at Vardrak, dead in the eyes. And he kind of clutches the book closer. You're already too late. The ritual has been completed. And as he says that, you see him like you see his image like ghost backwards, and he turns almost incorporeal in purple, and you just see him basically go backwards into his right, and he phases through the wall. Ukto, you and your double's turn.
Well, so much for my original plan. Excuse me while I look at my spells, because I had a plan for when the guy was going to be there.
And DoyFam 1994, thank you for that. It did heal Balavar, and it was not supposed to. Stark, thank you for the hosty over there.
I wish you were playing.
Well, Ukto's double had both hands out, ready to cast a spell as soon as she possibly could. And as soon as the guy phases through the wall, she kind of looks disheartened. And the actual one from way back in the corner there, I'm going to use the breath weapon on the people who are remaining, the dudes.
Okay.
Little mooks. I have no idea how to do that because
Okay.
technology and I are not friends.
So, your breath weapon, do you know what the range on that is offhand? Breath weapon, why is that like that? Oh, here it is. So the breath weapon is... Not gonna tell me the range? Okay.
Okay, so it depends on what kind of draconic ancestry you have, apparently.
Doesn't that determine
I'm
the
on-
building type?
Yeah, I'm on roll d20.
Well, yours would be, so because of the fact that you're based off of chromatic dragons, not metallic, it would be 5 by 30 feet line. So with you needing to be 30 feet away from them, I mean, if you want to maximize who you're hitting, you would have to reposition yourself a little bit. Like if you moved up close, like almost within melee range of the guy up and to your right, you would probably be able to hit the 4 people off to the right.
It's more of a reactionary thing, not like a tactical thing. Like, she'd been preparing to like cast something and that completely failed. So it's not a like, this is a tactical maneuver. It's a just,
Okay.
kind of losing it.
Okay.
As a chromatic dragonborn would do.
Okay, so
I learned it from you, Nocta!
So the 2 people directly to your north then, you'd be able to hit those with it, or it would only be the one really in front of you. I mean,
We'll
with
do
you,
the 2.
yeah, with you looking forward, like looking up towards your duplicate, and then seeing that happening. I mean, it's definitely within reason to believe that like you'd hit those guys.
Just turn and cough.
Yeah.
Anger cough.
And they have to make a save. That is, it's a dex save.
And on success, they still take half, I believe.
Yep. So 8 plus your Constitution modifier. What just happened?
I fucked up. My bad.
Oh, okay. No, it's okay. I'm like,
Plus 5.
8 plus Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So
This is very challenging switching between the 2 screens.
it's okay. 9. And your proficiency bonus is what?
Probably 3 if she's a level 5. Right? Let's see here.
Proficiency bonus is 3.
Yes, plus 3.
10,
So-
11, 12. They'd have to make one by. So 12. So that one made it. I'm curious why it didn't automatically roll it like it's supposed to, though. That one sure as fuck didn't make it. So 5, and the other one's gonna take 3. So 1 takes 5, which he already took. And 2 takes 3, so I gotta heal him too.
My breath weapon sets off a rave, I guess.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so these 2 people are looking like towards Vakta and Reyna, and all of a sudden, like this scream lets out, and you guys hear this crackle of lightning as the 2 it hits the one, and it arcs off of the one's back, and it hits the one that has the arrow in it that Vakta just shot. And for whatever reason, that arrow, it must have been just the metal composite that was in the arrow. Like it turned the arrowhead red hot. And it almost like cauterized the arrow inside of his chest.
Death.
And it is Reyna's turn. And Reyna is like out of everything. She has like her like top tier shit left, and that's it. And is anybody hurting really bad? Vakta, Devian,
I hurt.
and Vardrak a little bit. And Balavar, wasn't Balavar too?
He just got scratched across the chest.
Yeah, and then I think I healed that and didn't get a chance to redo what the damage was on that.
I am in pain.
So he did 15, and then I healed him 15. What's the fucking odds of that? So yeah, so Brain is like, I need you guys, if you're not doing well, to get together. We only have one shot to do this right.
Cool, I'm already next to her.
Well, she runs up a little bit to like more centralize herself where everybody is.
Bitch. Step to the side. I should probably wait till my turn to move.
Yeah,
shouldn't I?
a little bit.
Gotta be enforcing rules, Cliff.
Right?
Right? I'm sorry, I'll quit doing that. Free for all.
Thanks.
Now that it's
There's
their
no
turn.
way this could possibly go wrong.
Now that it's their turn, it's fine. So this guy's screaming out in pain, and like I said, the arrow, you see the hole where the arrow went in, and you see the wound just like seal up around it, like singe itself shut from that electric burst. And this guy, he like looks at Vakta. He's like, "You bitch!" And he just charges you with his mace up in the air.
Oh. I'm gonna die.
No, gotta scroll all the way down. Hold on. No, now I'm moving shit. No, why is everything breaking?
Stop touching stuff.
Stop hurting me.
So
Oh, wow.
you see him running towards you, and he swings, and you dodge it, and then with the
Okay.
other hand, you see him just this energy orb just appear in his hand, and he throws it at you, and you're able to like roll out of the way from it, and you just see it hit the ground, and like this purple smoke just dissipates off.
Motherfucker. Don't do that. Vakta the Undying.
And the other one walks up. He's like, now, brother. Don't let yourself get out of control here. And he walks up and touches him on the shoulder, and he looks over and he heals him a little bit. And as he does, you see this spectral weapon just come from the air and just land down right on top of Vakta.
Uncanny dodge?
All right.
Look at me remembering my moves and shit.
Right?
I didn't even look at my sticky notes.
And is this dude still feared? Or does it show he's feared now? I think he's still feared from Marith's thing, though. Like, he has to keep running unless he does a wisdom save, I think it was.
Usually the case.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw. And I think that spell save DC is 8 plus proficiency plus casting modifier. So let's find Marith real quick. 8 plus constitution modifier, Jesus, 12 plus proficiency bonus of 4, it looks like. Actually, it'd be 7. So 12, 7, Jesus Christ. Yeah, right. Okay. See if this guy can make a wisdom save. Close, actually. But no cigar. So this guy keeps running. And this guy here, he's... Which one's 4? Alright. And this guy, as Vakta dodges the one attack, gets hit by the hammer, she's kind of down on her knee a little bit, and she tries to stand herself up. And as she does, this guy just hurls this bolt of energy at her, and you just see it hit her in the chest. And as it hits her, you just see her body just fall back limp. Boom.
Okay. Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Let me see. I would like to roll a perception to see if, because Vardrak is focused on this other ugly thing in front of him right now. Let's see if he can notice what just happened. Jeez. I'm blowing up my phone.
Hey, Stark rolled on the legendary table, and for some reason, it did not show the animation for it. Vakta, a 6. Okay.
Okay.
That did make a noise. It's really weird that it did that. Okay, I do see it on here. You did that 47. It's 50, so probably before her turn. This specifically would not make a difference to what happened. So I'll do that in a second here. With a 14, you focusing there.
His back is pretty much turned to her right now, so.
No, you didn't notice it.
Okay.
All right. We got one of them. If we can get 1 or 2 more, that's all we'll need. This guy says he runs up and tries to hit Marith, and Marith almost effortlessly kind of just sidesteps away from it, almost looking like unimpressed with what's going on. Yeah, Stark, it would have made a difference on this one. But it'll still be fun. No, why am I doing this? Why am I tearing everything apart? How far is that? Ooh, okay.
God, stop it. My phone's going nuts, and I'm just trying to keep it away so as to stop breaking things on my table.
Okay. So, not Reyna. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to target. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Go ahead and ooh. Vakta, you're dead.
I'm dead.
What?
Wait, what? What do you mean dead?
I mean, like, if I was Melissa, I'd probably want to use some PP to force the DM to re-roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
What?
Do that.
Or actually, what you should probably do is, what would be the best way to maybe do this?
I don't want Victor to die.
You'd probably want to use two. You'd probably want to do 2 to give yourself advantage on. Wait, no, hold on. Saving throw 10, partial absorb, status dying 1. Oh wait, no, okay, never mind. No, you're not dead yet. I think that was 1 hit towards your fail save. I've just never seen it actually say status dying, unless
Got you.
they were dead. That's typically when you see status dying, but it still says effect unconscious. So I think that just means that you failed 1 death saving throw because it hit you.
Okay. Yeah, I can deal with that. My God. Like, I've already had a shitty week. I don't want Vakta to actually die tonight, because...
And Alex, I'm gonna roll a wisdom save throw for your spectral image, so you don't have to worry about doing it.
Okay.
Which is 11, and 11 is a failure. So your spectral image would be hit by this too. So your spectral image would be gone. I think it only has 1 hit,
Okay.
doesn't it?
Let me check.
Okay. What is that called?
It's the thing I get from my cleric domain from
Right,
the ambition domain. Let me-
Ambition, that's it. Okay. Ambition domain for your duplicity.
Because I use the duplicity, not the mirror image, because I get both from that.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Mirrors on mirrors on mirrors.
It doesn't say. As an action, you create a perfect illusion of yourself that lasts for 1 minute or until you lose concentration. The illusion appears on an unoccupied space that you can see within 30 feet. As a bonus action, you can move your illusion up to 30 feet space, but it must remain 120 feet from you. For the duration, you can cast spells as if you were in the illusion space, but you must use your own senses. Additionally, when both you and the illusion are 5 feet of a creature that it can see the illusion, you have advantage in the attack rolls. But it doesn't say if it has health or not.
It doesn't. From that, I would say if it gets hit, I don't automatically lose concentration, honestly.
But you're not getting hit, though. It is.
I know, but just for the sake of simplicity and keeping the game rolling, because I haven't been rolling concentration because I didn't realize I needed to.
Well, it does it
I
for
just-
you automatically.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that. But the thing is, like, you didn't get hit. I mean, the way this is worded, it doesn't say anything about you doing that. So I would assume that it doesn't have. It's an illusion. It doesn't have any hit points. Like it just
Your
it
call.
doesn't it doesn't take any hits. If anybody wants to look this up in chat and prove me right or prove me wrong, go ahead. But right now I'm gonna say it can't take damage. It's just an illusion. You can take damage, which will cause the illusion to fade, but you're far enough away from the battle that you're not taking any damage. So yeah, so I'll leave it at that. So this child of Orcus runs up and he takes his mace and he slams it on the ground. And as he does, you see this burst of energy shoot out, similar to what you guys seen Orcus do. And as it does, you see those purple wraith things start to come out of the ground, and everybody within 15 feet of him is just getting ravished by these things. Marith's turn. Oh god, I gotta know how a bard works. What the fuck? No biggie, guys. There's only 18 pages of shit.
And nothing works like it works for other spellcasters.
Right, not at all.
He plays his lute. Alright, next turn.
Just playing fucking battle music. Dun 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 dun. So, charisma modifier is a +5. Of course it is. So Marith begins playing this tune. And for any of you guys that can hear this tune, it's just like captivating, like melodic, like doom, doom, doom. And it's like really deep and like into it, like it almost calls for your attention.
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, and like not even really meaning to or anything. Like who would notice this? Ukto, you would notice that like 3 of the 5 people that are surrounding Marith, they start to like you see like even though they're focusing on different things, that their focus sways a little bit and they're starting to pay attention to what Marith's doing. And Marith hits one chord, and it's a louder chord than all the rest were. So they were all like doom, doom, doom. And as he hits that final chord, you just see 3 of their arms kind of go slump. And they're just staring off in almost this like lost gaze at Marith. And Marith yells out, "Vardrak, we have a situation over here." And then he passes his turn to you.
All right. At that, Vardrak is going to take a glance back to see what's going on. And
as you do, you see Vakta laying on the ground with her eyes closed. And you see a bunch of these children of Orcus surrounding Vakta and Marith.
What's up? I'm dying.
You know that goes against your title.
I'm Vakta the Undying, hence do not let me die.
Right, you're gonna tarnish her name.
Okay, let me see what type of action this is. The following two. You know what? That's right. I've tried to look into this before, and channel divinities doesn't count as a thing. It's just like doesn't count as like a type of action. It's just something he can do. So
right, but you can only do it like once or twice, can't you?
Once, and then I have to do a long rest before I can do it again.
Okay.
So yeah, he's gonna pop his channel. Well, he's gonna run over here, like he just takes off, and he's gonna get here. And let me check the range of this. Oh, it disappeared because I used it. Okay. You can see within 30 feet. Okay. So can he see all the... Well, no, actually he's going to go here so he can see all of the children of Orcus. So all of them within 30 feet. So I might have to select them all.
You will, yeah.
And how far are you? Haha! He's going to pop his channel divinity of conquest and fear them all.
So remember, so 3 of these guys, as you look at them, they're just standing there kind of like...
I doubt he notices. He saw Vokt on the ground, and he just runs over and he screams, "Get away from her!"
Now he's just seeing black and
he just unleashes this.
My heart. Not Vakta's heart, because she has no idea what's going on, but oh.
And is there anything that you have to cast for them to save against?
It is a fear thing, but there's like nothing for me to click on. Let me see. That's the weird part about it, because they
channel divinity conquest.
It's a conquering presence.
Conquering presence.
They'll have to make a wisdom saving throw. And on the failed save, they are frightened for a minute. And they can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns, yeah.
And that doesn't have... You don't have anything to cast with that?
Nope.
You lying ass.
I'm serious, I never did.
Then what is this then? What is this?
Yeah, what is that?
That's your fucking channel divinity conquest that you have.
Oh, that's right, but whatever, shut up.
Okay, there you go. So 2 of them were feared. 5 and 2. And that means that they gotta basically just run, right?
Yeah, on their turn, they just run like shit, and then at the end of their turn, they can make another wisdom save.
So it's on their turn that they have to run, or on yours? Creature
No, on theirs. Like when their turn hits, they have to try and get as far away from him as possible out of sure fright, and then at the end of their turn, make another wisdom save. So that's the first thing. Next thing, like them. He is going to.
I don't have it keyed out.
We have her selected. He just starts glowing with radiant energy, and you see it just kind of just all come out of his body and into Vakta, and he's going to use all of his lay of hands on her.
Okay.
That would be 30 points of healing.
It's not what's actually gonna happen, but in my head, I just wanted Vakta to wake up and be like, "Get your hands off me!" It's not how she'd actually react, but it's what I would find funny.
And then never appreciate it. I swear.
It's just because I like to annoy you.
So yeah, so you Vakta, you open your eyes to see Varjok crouching down with his hand on your shoulder, screaming, "Get away from her!"
And I don't think there's any bonus actions.
Well, I mean, you just did 2 actions, so I don't think there's any bonus actions.
Well, the Channel Divinity doesn't count as an action.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
As an action, you force each creature of your choice. So actually, is lay a hands an action?
Let's see here. Actually, that one does say action, so I will just have to use my last 2 meta magic points
Okay.
to turn it into a bonus action.
Okay.
So I have no more of those until I rest either now.
Okay.
And he is done.
How cute. Everyone, this is the one that he cares most about.
Oh, that was personal.
Oh. Shit.
So this thing comes
It's the
over to
same
you
round.
and swipes twice with these gangly ass claws. And you're able to roll out of the way of the first one, but he catches you with the second one right in the back.
I don't think I'm able to use Uncanny Dodge while I'm prone. It doesn't say I can't.
I mean, you're technically not prone in the sense of mechanics. But you already used your Uncanny Dodge when you got hit the first time. The second time is what knocked you out. This is still the same round.
Is it the same round? Because I had
Yeah.
the death saving throw.
You didn't have a death saving throw. You had to save against being hit, which gave you
Oh,
one death
gotcha.
roll. Yeah. Yeah, if you take any damage when you're down, it counts as an automatic fail.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then never mind about that. Boo.
And Balavar says some weird quip that doesn't quite fit with the mood, but everybody in retrospect
Laughs
will laugh
anyway.
at. Just use your imagination. As he comes running over there. Hold on, why is he missing everything here? He has nothing on here to miss. Okay, so this is just him missing. Okay. No fucking way, really? Yep, really.
And have
B Rabbit,
Okay.
thanks for the follow.
advantage.
What's that?
Shouldn't he have advantage on all of his swings or something like that?
I don't know. He has his bear totem on and his rage like he always does. Like, I didn't change anything from how Drew had it when he was playing him, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So. Alright, Devian. You just watched all this shit go down from the corner of the room.
Start pew-pewing.
Everyone's just pissed that the guy with the book got away.
Oh, hey, you're actually in now, huh?
Yeah.
Good, I didn't feel like fucking playing him anyways.
Let's see. Oh, don't tell me it's doing this shit again.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I had to move my map pretty far away from my character sheet for some reason. Alright, Devian is looking at the wall where the guy got away. And he looks at the, what's it called? The Ascon. And as he's staring him down, his eyes start glowing purple. Where is this fucking spell at?
Does he make that noise?
Yes. There it is.
That's a hit.
There we go.
So as you shoot him in the back with this arrow, he just hisses and his head snaps over to you.
Ooh, I think you pissed him off.
Vakta, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna use. Is it an action to stand or a movement?
Neither.
It's action.
You're good. Like, you don't have to do that.
I don't have to stand?
No, you're not technically prone. It's like under the
Okay.
assumption that, like, because you were revived, that you made your way to your feet.
Okay, well, I'm still going to use my cunning action to disengage as a bonus action anyway,
Okay.
and move back here. I guess
Okay.
I don't really need to use cunning action, but it's
Well, if you
Same
use
thing
cunning
anyway.
action, you can still do an action on this turn. Meaning, like, you could pull out your short bow and still attack something if you wanted to.
yeah. I'll attack this guy because he's still in range.
I-
Now that I'm hiding behind Vardrak, because he's a great meat shield.
You hear that? She complimented your meat.
I'll take it.
Boom.
And you know, he hasn't gone in combat yet.
He has not. You were the third person to go.
Yay!
Cliff, real quick,
Yeah.
can you unfear those three? I just realized I did not have enough meta magic points. I didn't mark down because I know I used it in the other room and we haven't rested yet. So I actually I wasn't able to do both. So,
So, I mean, then technically you didn't heal Vakta because you did that first.
well, no, what I'm going to do is heal her. That was his first priority. I just wouldn't have had a standard action to do both. So it would be going by what his priority was. He wouldn't have done the channel divinity. It'll be a lot easier to undo their fear, which hasn't had effect on anything yet.
Mm-hmm. All right, you're good.
Thanks.
Doctor, go lay back down.
No.
Get back over there and lay on the ground. Yeah, so you see, like, Vakta, like, dip backwards, like almost as a blur. You don't even really see her move, and next thing you know, you hear her talking shit from behind you, Vardrak.
This seems
Who says I'm talking shit? Okay, I probably am.
He's fine.
Yeah, you definitely talk shit.
And then you just hear the familiar sound of pew whiz past your head, and it sticks right into the chest of the child of Orcus that's standing to your right.
Does it use a crossbow?
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you! Don't kill me,
So
bitch.
Melissa.
Yeah.
So when you do a sneak attack like this, what does it look like? Like, what is different about this arrow than, like, any other arrow you've ever shot that is doing so much more damage? Like, what is the difference?
Rather than just like, fuck, I need to fire over there, it's that extra half a second to aim and look for a weak spot, a moment when they glance away, an area they're not protecting. just a slight opening, that steady, soft breath to get the better shot.
Okay. So where did you shoot this guy then? Can you say you
What's he
took the
standing
time
like?
to aim it? Where did you hit him?
What's he standing like? Is he like defensive and turned? Is he facing where I went? What's...
So I mean, he was facing you on the ground. As you were knocked down, like he came above you, like he was trying to do something to your body. And when you got up and dipped away, he was kind of in a, like, you were there, and the next thing you know, you were gone. He didn't really even see where you went to at first. So he was kind of in a
then I'm aiming for the side of his throat right here.
Okay. So yeah, Varjok, you hear the, and you see this guy, like, he's looking like this. He turns and looks like back towards the rest of the children of Orcus, and you just see this arrow just right in the neck. And you just hear him like, and he like turns and he looks over at your direction. And you just see this like this look of fear on his eyes.
Vardrak like smirks at him like he is so proud.
Devian's looking at his bow. He's like, I didn't do that. The hell?
You're just hearing like,
Vaktas point at Devian. He did it.
all right. And Ukto, it is your turn.
Like the Muto.
Kill them all.
Kill someone.
Kill all of them.
Can't hear you. You're muted.
Casting Shield of Faith on Vakta. There you go.
All right. And I assume this is your double that's doing it.
Yes, because the double is with. I think both are within reach because it's a 60-foot range.
Yeah,
but
you're only 50 away. But yeah, you don't want to draw attention.
I'm happy down here in my corner by myself. The real me.
No one knows the real you.
You should go hang out with that.
I'm
child
just
of
happy
Orcus
for all the
out
help
there.
I can get.
Yeah, just go have a party. This is round 5, correct?
Round 4.
Round 4. Oh,
It says in the bottom right of the action thing.
round 6. My mirror image goes bye-bye.
Okay, yeah, the 1 minute. Yeah, if you look right at the bottom of the combat tracker on the right-hand side, it says what round we're in. Ooh. So I don't even know how many of you guys have noticed that this is Ukto's mirror image and not Ukto that's actually in the fray of battle. But you guys see this Ukto, move her hands around a little bit, and you see like her scales shimmer different colors. And then you see a similar effect start wrapping around Vakta. For a brief second, you see like these shimmery, like iridescent scales cover her body and then dissipate where you don't see them anymore.
Okay, I know none of you can hear it, but my dog is snoring like an old man in the background, and it's just, it's so loud.
Let the dog sleep. Fuck.
Right, could be in that
She
way.
snores like... You don't know how loud it is.
He's having a good fucking sleep.
And let me see. I gotta check one thing on this here. Your choice. 6 creatures. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So Brando's like, okay, this is perfect. And as he says that, you just hear this like crack of energy just and you just feel like this warmth rush over your bodies as this like cloud of red just surrounds you guys, like wrapping around your feet and then shooting up over your body and just dissipates into the ceiling. And you guys just feel your wounds begin to close. Notes. I don't need notes. I need you to do it, guy. Vakta or Vardrak, you just see the guy that actually knocked Vakta out, which you didn't know that, but the guy that did, he's just looking at you and he just has this like look of fear on his eyes, and you could already see he's pretty beat up. And then after seeing his homeboy getting shot in the throat with that arrow, he's all like, he's got like a fuck this look on his face.
He better hope she don't reach over his shoulder and be like, that guy did it.
And, what's a bonus action or an action? That's an action. And this is a perfect. Okay. So, so as you see this look of panic, you see him move his hand in a way, and as he does, he makes a fist and raises it up. And you start seeing that purple swirl begin to form everywhere. And as it does, you start feeling these claws scratching at you from these spectral, just humanoids that are just like pure energy. And in so doing that, you lose your concentration from your Warcaster perk. Vardrak. And then you see him follow through with the motion and with his hand still glowing purple, and he touches himself on the chest. And as he does, you just see like this sheen of purple energy rush over him for a second.
Hold on 1 second here. What was the save?
You had a DC of 10 for the save, and it was a 16.
Okay.
Wow. So you had an advantage. You rolled a 5 and a 14. No, wait. Oh, wait, no, you passed it. It didn't drop anything. I'm sorry. I just read dropped, but it said dropped the 5 because you had advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. Sorry. I read it wrong, but it did it right.
God, I wish there was an easier way in Fantasy Grounds to do this, but everyone within 10 feet of me should also get that +4 to all.
I mean, there probably is.
Yeah, probably. I just
What's the move called?
It is Aura.
Aura of Courage? Aura of Protection?
Aura of Protection.
Okay. Do you have that on here already?
It's under my feats, which let's.
No, I mean you don't have it as a castable thing though, do you?
No, I didn't see it as a castable. Is it somewhere?
Yeah, well, it is now. Anything that you have, search for it in spells, and it's probably there.
Ah.
So there's that. But the only thing is, it's anybody within 10 feet of you. So if I'll cast this now, so that's going to give it to you. But I don't think it's going to automatically give everybody it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I guess you'll just have to keep track of that. Because it'd be a pain in the ass to try to remember to do target cast,
I know.
undo. But it's on there now.
Okay.
Jeez. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, and this guy is still charmed. And this guy is still charmed. Okay. And this guy's still fucking charmed. Oh, this guy... No, this guy's not charmed anymore. He's kind of out of the picture a little bit. Alright, and it is Marith's turn, who still has 2 people charmed. There's a counter charm? Seriously? That'd be a dick move to do. 10 PP is a random magical item. Marith is gonna disengage and move out of this battle here. And Vardrak, it is your turn.
Alright, so he's looking over at this guy.
Thank you.
It's made it evident that he wants to make this shit personal.
Roll me a generic D20 real quick.
Me or Sin?
Yeah, you. Sorry. All right, go ahead. What you doing?
All right, so let me make sure. Let's see, I'm just gonna protections on. And all right, he's going for a Paladin Smite. We're gonna do second spell slot for this. And looking at Mr. Ashgaunt here. What? A 24 is a miss?
I had to double check it too.
Is that for real?
That's for real.
And this looks like the same one that was in the other room?
It's the same exact stats as the other one too.
I got a hit with 26, so.
Then, in that case, okay. So then, in that case, he's going to use his other channel divinity, guided strike, which says I can, let's see, make a attack roll, gain a +10 bonus to the roll. You make this choice after you see the roll.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. It says, but before the DM says whether the attack hits or misses.
Well, see, the problem is with Fantasy Ground, you don't have that
It
option.
automatically tells us, yeah. So, am I free to just use it if I see, it doesn't roll high enough, or how you want to play it?
I mean, sure, why not?
Okay. All right. So then I'll do the +10 to that to make it a hit.
Okay.
So my channel divinity is gone until a long rest.
So you're okay. Never mind. You didn't do the channel divinity as the. I gotcha. You're good. Nope, you're good.
Right. And then do I just roll damage as normal then?
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep. That was a hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
And then because I did second level, I add 2. Yeah, because I was doing 3 for third level. So
Cat.
Yes, that is a cat. Yeah, so you're swinging down on this thing, and like you see that it like moves to the side, and you almost see this in like a slow motion. And as you do, you feel this like arcane energy rush through you, and you see your entire weapon start glowing with this red, and as it does, you feel your body like in an unnatural way like adjust your arm mid swing, and you connect.
And using the same momentum, he's gonna just kind of turn and take that second swing, but misses.
Yeah, so you hit it, and as you hit it, like its image just goes like you see like it split into like multiple images for a second as it like it's knocked back. And as you take that second hit, like the images converge together, and you just barely miss. Like it had the images not converged together, or if it would have converged just slightly different, it would have connected. But you just hear your warhammer just slam into and crack the sandstone below you. Just
It's like, if you want her, you'll have to get through me. And he just stares this thing right in the face. And he's done.
And he kind of laughs at you. And on the contrary, and you see him like charge at you, and you just feel him go through you. You feel this coldness come from your front out your back. No, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, I think it totally does that.
Doesn't do that. That's not a thing that it does.
Such a nice Ashgaunt.
He's such, he's like, I feel kind of bad about what I just did there, so.
I don't like this ass gone.
You guys should probably stop calling the creatures, out of their name.
It worked for, was it Ned?
Yeah, it was Ned.
It worked really well for that, didn't it? Like,
Elder
nothing
Ned.
bad happened at all.
I'm not letting my cat go because I know I'll die if I do. I don't know why I know that, but I know that.
So Vakta, you feel this like as he hits you, you feel like the feeling that you felt when you were dying. You feel that feeling for a second as his claws cut into you. You feel like he almost took some of your essence with him.
Ooh.
Get his own essence.
And his voice now with this like gravelly gargle to it. I will have her if I choose her.
This sounds like Vardok too.
Hey.
He's not wrong.
You know what? You both in your judgment can shut up.
Wow. What a great comeback.
I know.
Balavar looks at Vardrak. Do you need help with this one, or do you want me to take the little ones?
Help.
He says, this one's mine.
Help.
So he, like, as soon as you say that, like, he just gets this, like, this grin on his face, and he just comes charging these three guys, and he just swings, and the first one he hits this dude, and it just cuts, like, it cuts his chest open enough that, like, you could see rib.
Oh.
And he pulls back with the second hit, and he, like, jabs the javelin straight through the rib cage into the dude's heart, and you just see the life fade from his face. He just hits him with it, and then you pulls it out, and you just hear like a, and you see the guy's body like start to fall, and before the body even hits the ground, he spins and he hits the other guy around with the hilt of the weapon and just fucking hits him right in the face, just almost in unison. Like as soon as you hear like the clunk of his weapon hitting the guy in the forehead, you see the body of the other dude fall to the ground.
Devian, your turn.
Alright. The further or the longer this goes on, the more Devian's getting restless and wanting to go after that guy with the Necronomicon. His eyes are still glowing this purple, and he grips his bow harder, and you see the bow start to turn the same purple as his eyes. Where is this thing at?
Just so you know, purple's my color.
Alright, there. That was a miss?
A 13? Yeah, 13's a miss.
That was a fucking miss? Okay.
That was a 1. So let's reference our handy dandy fumble. Would you roll on that a 4?
Yep.
You pull the bow back, and as you do, you almost overextend it, and you just feel like this pull in your shoulder and in your arm. Like you strained your bicep doing this. Like you attribute it to like a sloppy form during the draw of the string because of you getting so restless. And as so, you'll be fighting at disadvantage until the end of your next turn.
Awesome.
That's not very helpful, Devian.
Thanks.
Too
Vakta!
many people in my way.
You got this
it's my
gangling creature of undeath floating in front of you with its hair swooshing in the air like it's underwater. You just felt some of your life essence feel like it was ripped from your chest.
And he's trying to claim you.
And you've seen him literally and physically go through Vardrak to get to you.
Yeah. God, I can't fight this thing. Yeah. Because I've seen Vardrak attack it and nothing happened. Because, he didn't actually hit it.
Well, he hit it the first time.
Don't try sticking up for yourself.
He did.
No, I don't think it can be
hurt.
hit. My arrows went right through it. It can't be hit.
Confirmed. Oh yeah, Sin, give me a d20 roll, please.
I'm trying to count out how far I'm going to run away.
You're good.
Oh, yeah, now I get a high roll.
I'm just gonna disengage and move over here because the more friends I can put between me and it, the better. I know
Okay.
it'll follow me, but if I
And are
just
you
keep
gonna do
running
that?
around
Are you doing that as a bonus action, or are you doing that as your action?
as my action, because if I'm back there, I can't hit anything anyway, and I'm not gonna try to hit it before I leave because I know it's useless.
Why can't you hit anything from there?
Well, I mean, my focus is on the Ascon.
Okay.
You could
So
still
I'm just like,
get over there and shoot safely.
Gone. Yes.
Remember, disengaging for you is a bonus.
I know. But
I mean, I'm not going to force you to do it. I'm just wondering that, if you have the chance to make an attack on a turn.
just because I know she has the chance doesn't mean that's going through her head.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Because
saying. I'm not going to
her
try
head
to
is
force you to
away. So
All right, so you disengage. You scurry over behind Devian. And
Meredith.
is she doing anything
You do
else?
so much.
You're behind the heavy hitters now.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's just looking confused, like, don't you fight up close? What are you doing?
I got my bow. No. I'm like,
He just looks at your bow and like kind of chuckles. Okay.
Like, that's cute.
asshole. Fuck you.
That's not a bow.
Why the fuck does it keep doing this?
No, I like it. Keep doing it.
God damn it.
He wants to be with us.
He does. He needs to stop that, though.
I can tell Cliff's so happy that everything's working just as planned tonight.
Ukto, your turn.
I cast guidance on
On Tiamat.
Yes, but my brain.
She's like, thank you!
Bardock, Tiamat, same difference. Whatever. Just
Tiamat's in the corner eating noodles, huh?
I guess I'm tagged in. All right, so guidance
1 second.
on him. She is saved. Campaign over.
I poke him and give him guidance, which gives you You can add a d4 and add the number rolled to an ability check. Oh, it's an ability check. Well, I tried. They changed so much. Everything changed.
Also, keep in mind you can only have one concentration spell active at a time. So if you're buffing one person that lasts for several turns, then doing a new one is going to cancel that one.
She doesn't have anything on right now, though.
Okay.
Shield of Faith isn't considered one?
I'm pretty sure Shield of Faith is.
It is, yeah.
Well, then I'm going to focus on my Shield of Faith, and can I ready an action to cast a spell?
Yeah. What are the conditions of the trigger?
If someone hits the dirt again within 60 feet of me.
Hits the dirt?
As dying.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
If someone's on the ground and dead and or dying, I am
So when I have
ready.
to go down again, you'll get me up.
Yes, I am readying an action to cast life transference. I take a certain amount of necrotic damage and they heal a whole bunch and it makes them not be dead anymore.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure because I literally said that on Vardrak's last turn that he physically hit the ground.
Oh,
so I was about to say, we're about to have some cool shit going down here.
I was looking to do him a lot of good.
There's some crazy fucking planning here. Okay, that's perfect though.
Vardrak's like, so you want me to just hit the like this?
It's like, oh, that's what you said. Like, no, that's not what I meant.
So all I have to do is hit the ground and I'll be healed, right?
Yeah, that's what she said. I heard
Everyone's
it.
clubbing their shit out of the sand.
The cultists are just standing there like, what the fuck is going on? You know
Everybody's just fucking hitting the ground. Sand everywhere in the air. Cultists are just like, what the fuck?
New plan, guys. Yeah, I ready life transference in case somebody goes to dying or dead.
Understood. Alright, Raina's like, guys, I'm running out of options here. And then she kind of moves back. So you start seeing her casting it, and you see like these guardians start coming out, and again they look all draconic. And you see like the guardians that were there, like in the purple energy, or they're like battling each other. And you're seeing like everybody within that range being hit by these things. Alright. Jesus Christ, this guy's been out of the game for a while. And Ukto, you just see this guy like come running, like you almost forgot he was there, like from your flank, and you just hear him like, ah! And he swings at you, and you're able to sidestep out of the way, and then he casts his hand down in the striking motion, and you see this weapon come down, and you're able to roll out of the way of that. He's all out of breath and shit, like he's been running for a while.
This poor guy.
Oh, Tiamat, bless your little heart.
Pats him on the head.
You tried, but you're worshiping the wrong god, so you failed.
This is true.
Yeah. I mean, worshiping any god is,
And
I'm gonna say that to the cleric, who is readying an action to save your butt.
Right.
she didn't say it. She's just thinking it.
always thinking it. I totally don't believe.
And Vardrak, go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. So what am I failing to perceive? Haven't even rolled yet. I already know.
You just hear this crack, like someone being hit by something, and you hear Reyna scream out in pain. And as you hear this, you see those draconic guardians who were fighting just like kind of flicker for a second and then dissipate into smoke. How is that not a fucking concentration spell? Uh, 5d8. What is that? 24. Really? Oh, okay. Alright, well. Daft Podunk, what's going on? How many hit points of creatures this spell? Oh, how many hit points of creatures? That doesn't make sense to me.
What's the spell?
Just sleep. It says roll 5d8. The total number is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. That's weird wording.
It might be a typo for hit die?
No, Pathfinder has something similar. I think it's like you have to roll enough points so that it would completely cover like however many remaining life points the first target has, and then if you have enough it goes to the next person, and then until you run out of points or something like that. It's weird.
I'm looking at it on roll d20, and it's like John said, it starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points. Each creature affected by this spell falls unconscious until the sleep ends, or the spell ends. Just live in a tiny nest of technology so I can look up spells.
Well, yeah, I'm reading actual breakdown of it right now where it's saying this. But basically, the person that trying to cast it on has more hit points than what the dice roll, which means that he resists it.
I think so.
And does Marith have any bonus actions?
How many people was targeted for that spell?
Just the one.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say it like it does say it does start with the person with the lowest current hit point total.
Right, yeah. If that would have been the case, that would have been no problem. But yeah, because it was only one person, basically, I would assume that Marith, after seeing Reyna be hit like that, like Marith's goal would be like, all right, let's take this dude out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong there, Kian. Well, that's strange to the class, yes. Hey, Daft Punk just bought a critical fail or critical success. Who do you want to give that to? I don't know if it said in the alert or not, because that alert is not optimized for this layout. Please give Vakta a critical success. So, on your next roll, it will be an automatic 20.
Awesome.
We're not doing stored ones anymore because no one was using them, and then it
They
became...
sit
I
forever.
kept forgetting.
Yeah, it became useless.
Yeah.
So...
Thanks, man.
And thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate that.
You help
Gonna
keep the show
send you.
rolling.
Handle of inspiration. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that is the turn. And actually, what is the one that you could do that can make people move on their turn? The mantle that allows me to compel movement. Okay, what is that? Mantle of inspiration, I'm assuming? Or is there another mantle that I'm missing? Anybody weave song fairy. You can spend one of your bardic inspirations to grant yourself a wondrous appearance. If you do so, choose a number of creatures within 6 feet. Each one gains 5 temporary hit points. When a creature gains these temporary hit points, it can immediately use react speed without provoking opportunities of attack. That would be good, except for the fact that I doubt that Reyna would be looking at you after being sucker fucking punched with a mace. Like she's gonna be like, ow!
I just noticed Mira's portrait. God damn, he's pretty.
Oh, sidestep into her field of view. I guess we could do that.
He's just dancing around trying to get everyone to look at him.
Yeah. All right, so so moves around there, then does Mantle of Inspiration to...
Kian, this would be so much easier if you were here. Boop, boop, boop.
And she moves. There's no good spot for her to even move. I guess between Balavar and Vardrak would be like the safest place, huh?
Probably.
Look, Reyna, I'm pretty. Now move!
Okay.
I mean, it works for.
It totally works.
I love Marith.
Is Death Ward a concentration spell? It is not. Okay, cool. All right, Vardrak, your turn.
And just out of curiosity, when you get that bonus movement like that, does it provoke attacks of opportunity or no?
No, it specifically says that it does not.
That's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna try and hit this guy again and probably fail, but we are going to aim for hopefully another second spell slot. Divine Smite. Any luck? Please. God damn. Nope. And we're gonna take another shot. Fuck. Alright. And we're done. The fuck is this thing's AC so goddamn high?
Your desperation is palpable.
Oh, you brought the thing to me.
Vaktai, as you turn, you run over towards Devian, and as you turn around, you see this thing like phasing towards you. And as it swipes, you're able to roll backwards out of the way, and it basically like swipes at you with both arms. And you roll back and kind of brace yourself up against the wall for a second and dodge the attack just narrowly.
I don't like this thing.
It wants you to fucking fight it. Get me involved in this.
Fight it? How do you think I'm gonna hit it?
Bolivar's just going to town.
Yeah, Bolivar just no fucks given. So the guy that he hit in the head, he just like comes through with this slice, and the first one, the guy turns aside a little bit, and he like cuts his arm open, and as the guy recoils in pain, the second one, he just hits him right in the throat with the glaive and just slices his throat. You just hear like a gurgle noise, and you see this guy fall to the ground, and then he turns to go hit the other guy, and the other guy like ducks, and he's like almost cowering from this attack. Devian, your turn.
Okay. I have kind of something that I want to do. You have to let me know if I can do it or not. I want to pull on my mask again, figure out this Ashgaunt's weakness, and let Vakta know. That way on her attack she gets advantage.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I do. I pull over my raven mask, and I'm just staring at this thing, trying to see if I can find a way to hit it. Any information I get, I relay to Vakta.
Yeah, as you put it on and you look, the creature is just showing up as like this like powder blue in your vision, and there's still this heart that's just beating, just in the chest. So feel free to tell.
Yeah,
Vakta
I'm
that.
gonna lean forward. I need you to attack this thing. Don't attack the body. Go for its heart.
I can do that.
Vakta says.
I
Don't-
can do that.
Don't fuck it up and stuff.
How do you know
And
that's exactly what I'm gonna do?
And are you got any bonus actions that you're gonna do or anything like that?
No, that's it.
What kind of shit is that? You never just leave with just one action like that.
My bonus actions are already in effect. So.
Oh. All right. Well, Vakta, you have advantage on your. Oh, it's an automatic 20.
Oh fuck.
So
Okay.
good job on that advantage. You used it
You know what?
perfectly.
I'll take it. And I'm of course going straight with the dagger for this because he's right the fuck there.
Yep. So go ahead and just roll damage. Make sure you target it though.
Yep. And 1, 2, 5.
Oh, and because you have advantage, yeah, you would get the extra, all that fancy stuff
Yep.
too, huh? Nice.
Woo. It's not as much as I wanted to do, but it's damage.
Like, woo, I just did 26 fucking damage to it, but no biggie, you know, whatever. Not like that's a lot. Oh no, we lost Sin.
Sin, no.
Sin focused
Am I
so
lost?
much of his...
Did I get lost?
That's what it says. Sin focused so much of his energy with giving you that he left the game because of it.
Maybe
I'll remember the sacrifice forever. Or at least for the next 10 minutes.
I'm back.
Maybe.
I think.
All right, and sorry about that. I had to update everything because apparently my Twitch Prime subs weren't working. So thank you to Microsoft Sally for the follow and the Prime sub. And like I said, feel free to go into the Streamlabs extension by either clicking on the little icon on the screen if you're on PC, or if you're on mobile, click on the little puzzle piece. And you get a free roll, essentially, on the Table of Legends. Yeah. Okay. So, Reyna's turn. Omnius, yes. Everything on the Table of Legends has... all the rolls are dichotomies, so every roll can either do something good or do something bad. It is pretty intense. Reyna. Ooh, Reyna's not doing too hot. Oh no, the dogs are loose.
Go. Attack. Sick 'em.
Oh my god, that noise went off right when she said that.
And then go ahead and do exclamation point roll space 20 to roll on the table. And Reyna is just going to cast her spiritual weapon. On a 3. And who do you want to direct that to? Anybody that you see on there right now. If they have a gray cartoon portrait, you can't choose them, but you can choose anybody else. All right, and this guy just takes off running. Ukto looks like they don't want to be picked. I'm gonna pick them. Okay. Alex, go ahead and roll me a D4, please. Perfect. Boop-boop-a-doop-doop-doo. Okay. It's not evil. Ukto, the guy that was running over that you were able to dodge the attacks last time, this time he connects and hits you square in the face with this mace. Just like the crudgel of the mace taking up like your entire snoot as he just bah. How would Ukto react to this? Because I think this is the first time you've been hit physically in combat since we've had you here.
It is. And given the fact she's a hermit and has never really like dealt with people or dealt with being hit, she kind of like stumbles and falls, and tears just well up in her eyes as she's holding her face like, "You hit me."
Go ahead and roll me a d8. As you say, "You hit me," you feel something in your throat you start to choke on. And as you cough, expecting it to be blood or something from being hit, you cough up 4 gold coins. You can go ahead and add that. You can go ahead and add that to your inventory if you want to.
Blessed be Tiamat.
She hits herself in the face again.
I'm gonna be
Varjak,
rich.
I need you to do something crazy.
Just every time she goes to pay for something now, she just. Oh, not the Snoop. Aw.
And the guy that was attacking Reyna walks up to Marith now, and he's like, "You're right. You are pretty." As he takes a swing.
No.
You scar that pretty face, I'm gonna kill you.
He just walks up and just hits him right in the face with the mace, and then comes down with this motion with his hand, and you see the spiritual weapon crash down, and Marith's able to block and absorb, the blow from being greater than what it was. But Marith, you feel something start to run down your face, and as you check,
Gold coins.
he made you bleed your own blood. Kian, go ahead and let me know how Marith is going to react to him bleeding from the face.
I want to hear a high-pitched girly scream.
Hold on, let me find my sound effects.
The big.
Did they get rained? Oh no, that's Mary.
Hold on. That's creepy as shit. That was creepier than intended.
Don't hit Marith.
I mean, fitting
That's
for
weird.
a bard.
Yeah. So Marith covers his nose with both hands, and how is he gonna react on his turn to this? What is he gonna do?
That scream that plays when John enters the chat.
His eyes are wide. He pulls out his sickle. Ooh, Marith getting all melee.
Ooh.
What is this thing? Pulls out a sickle, and like you guys all just hear like this, and you see Marith like just slashing wildly at this guy, but unfortunately totally telegraphs his move, and the guy's able to get out of the way, but like just constant thrashing in the air. Varjak.
Each.
Over and Stop running, you coward. And he's just going to take another swing.
God, finally.
You actually hit one? Oh my god.
All right. He is not happy, so let's see how this turns out for him.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
That's a
Oh,
lot of
that's
dice.
a lot of dice.
That's a lot of dice.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my GM points to say that didn't hit. I have a bunch of GM points. I don't know if you guys know that. Did I not tell that to you guys that I added GM points to?
It's a new rule. Yeah.
I earn 10 a game, and it only takes 1 for me to negate a hit. And I backdated it to when we first started playing, like last November.
Okay.
I have no max. All right, so yeah, so what's this look like, Vardrak?
Like he is frustrated and like he is running over and like his body is just glowing with like Divian, as he passes you, it feels like there is just pure fire passing in front of you as he's just like yelling, and he just lets out this big yell and just cracks this thing right in the face as just an explosion of light comes out and just demolishes this fucking thing.
Debbie's like, go for the hot. No, you got it. Okay.
Should have gone for that. Oh God.
Vardrak, go for the oh shit. Never mind. Just what that works.
And then Vakta gets a little bit right on the.
So yeah, so you hit this thing, and as you do, like you hit it, and like there's no sound as you hit it, and then like a second later, it's like, and this blast of energy shoots out, and you see this thing like the robes, like it's tattered cloth still floating in the air for a second, and you see like the dust. It just turns to dust, and you see it like falling out like the armholes and the leg holes of the pants, and then you see the clothes hit the ground after. Devian, you notice this like shimmering dart was in its pocket, and you see it fall, hit the ground, and then you see the shirt fall on top of it.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
And hold on. That was the first attack.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
But wait, there's more.
So you moved 20 feet, just so you know.
Okay, Sin repeat that, but channel Billy Mays.
I think he was trying to channel Marlon Wayans.
Nah. Billy Mays is better.
I mean, I disagree. One of them's still alive. Oh!
So how does this guy look first?
Hell! Give me.
What guy?
The guy that I'm targeting right now, that's right, like the next closest guy.
He looks
right
fine.
The next victim.
He looks like he just stepped out of the shower, put a new robe on, he's ready to go.
Oh, does he?
You see his robe still has like a tag on it?
Like, motherfucker looking clean and
Yep.
shit? Okay.
Like after the flames die down, you smell like a faint scent of like aftershave or cologne.
This motherfucker. All right. Well, yeah, Vardrak will take a step over here. And he is going to go for another swing.
That is a hit.
Hit. For him, let's see, because that finally blew his. So we're gonna do a rank 1 Divine Smite. He's gonna crack this guy in the face and then just stare at him.
So yeah, you just walk up on his flank and just swing the hammer and, like, you're going to just plant the head of this warhammer right in this dude's face. And he sees you coming, he steps aside a little bit, and you hit him with, like, the hilt of the hammer, and it just busts his nose open. And blood sprays out on to Marith.
Oh no. And then we hear screaming again.
Yeah, Horizon, you can, at the bottom right-hand corner, if you're on PC, there should be a little button you can click on. It looks like a coin, I believe. You can redeem them that way. Or if you're on mobile, there should be a little puzzle piece underneath the video you can click on. All right, Devian, it is your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Alright. This guy ain't fucking getting away from me. Every one of you
Oh,
dies
jeez.
here.
Okay, so you hit the guy down. So, none of you guys would have noticed this. Maybe Balavar did. But this dude that Balavar was engaging with before just took off running towards the doors. And he's running. He's like so close to hitting this door and getting out of here. And all of a sudden, you just see 2 arrows hit him in the back. And like he's running and he just stops for a second. And he's like, ah. And he just spins and falls on his side. And that's it. He's done. Vakta, you just watched Vardrak, your hero,
Early.
jaunt past you in a blazing flame of glory, crack this thing in the head, turn it to dust, and then you watch him stroll on over to this other dude and crack him in the face with his warhammer.
My hero, my love of my life.
That's her impressed voice.
I'm gonna just run over here and shoot this guy because, hey, we need these fuckers dead. And I have a crossbow, so why not?
And he hasn't acted in this turn.
Yeah. So I get to have advantage. And I keep saying crossbow, and I mean short bow.
I think you need to go buy a fucking crossbow.
I've always had a crossbow, not a short bow. Now that I have a short bow, it's throwing me off.
It helps if you target, but I
Yeah.
will let you know that that is a hit.
Cool.
But you should definitely target for damage.
I did just target.
Okay.
Shoots randomly.
Right, you hit the fuck out of that wall.
I'm really angry at the wall, okay?
It happens, man. It happens.
So angry that I did 26 damage.
Jesus.
You
Yeah.
broke that wall.
Yeah,
Fuck that wall.
So in the midst of all the confusion here, this guy's still got a fucking
just
arrow
broke
in
it
his
from my
neck. Right? He's still got an arrow sticking out of his neck. This guy hasn't
Yep.
done shit really. He's like,
That's
and
fine.
then
I do.
where'd
Now
you,
he's got
where'd
a
you,
second one.
but you placed that one in the neck too?
Sure.
So
I'd love to see it just like this. Just
So you see Vardrak take off into the sprint, come to a stop and slide a little bit on the sand, on the the loose sand on the sandstone, pulls her arrow out, knocks it, and holds it there for a second, and you just hear. And as she breathes out, she lets go of it. The arrow comes through, it hits the other arrow, splits it down the middle, into the dude's neck in the same exact spot.
Oh.
And you see his head kind of snap back a little bit, and you see the skin start to split slightly, and the head kind of wobbles off to the side, like just barely being connected by the spinal cord still. And the guy's just like, and he just tumbles to the ground.
I like to think that he like almost had the first arrow dislodged, and all of a sudden the second one comes in.
Right, he's like pulling it out. He's like, and the other one's.
He has just enough time to look over and go, really?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Second one goes through. And then the head falls off. Yes. Beautiful.
Ukto, your friend is still standing in front of you with your blood on his mace.
So as the blood starts to flow from Ukto's face, she kind of is still looking at her hands. Her eyes just fill with tears. She loses concentration, and all of the spells that she's got active just drop. And she just runs stumbling away from the cultist that just hit her in the face, and she's crying. Like full-on ugly crying.
I'm gonna go kill that son of a bitch.
Oh, which way are you running?
Towards friends.
Towards my friends.
Okay.
So you're running up this way? Okay.
I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. He made my friend cry.
What the fuck did I just see happen down there?
Every move and action she can take, she's just like, I'm gone, I'm out. She's stumbling, probably
Oh my god.
Yeah.
almost falls a couple times.
Yeah, and as you take off to run, this guy just fucking he chases a few steps as you're like trying to get away, and he hits you in the back of the head with this mace as hard as he could swing.
God.
And you actually black out for a second. Like your vision completely goes out, and then you kind of come to, and you're seeing through just the blur of your tears, and it just makes you run even faster towards the north. But it also why is that so fucking big? Okay. Yeah. So he hits you, like I said, as hard as he can as you're running away from him, right in the back of the head. So like you're dizzy and you're like feeling woozy. Definitely not your. It's not like the books that you've read glorify how combat is. Like real combat is much worse than what you came into this anticipating it to be. Anything else you wanted to do over there?
Nope.
Okay.
Shit sucks.
And Reyna kind of rushes over to you, and she's like hugging you and like comforting you, like, oh my god. Like, Balavar, fuck that one up.
Oh no.
It will be a smear now.
I just want to see it in this guy's eyes, how much he realized how much he's fucked up.
Oh, he definitely hears that. And yeah, so he has like this moment of clarity where he's looking around and he's like, dead body, dead body, dead body, dead body, dead body.
And suddenly all the attention's on him.
Oh. Yeah, so you just hear him sing, fuck this shit, I'm out. 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's making a break for the door.
He's not out the door yet, right?
He's not yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. I can't wait for my next turn.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Go in and talk shit to that wall.
Ooh, did he hit me?
No,
This
you guys
is
all rolled success on it.
Bardrock thing to say. Just beating me.
Or is those his spirit guardian things?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
No, I did that all wrong, didn't I? Did you guys get that? Maris. Where's everybody? Maris. No. Okay, so it didn't do it. It didn't do it right, but it didn't not do it, so that's fine.
Is that what that last guy is screaming?
Yeah. No, that last guy screaming, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." So he like cocks both his arms back, and as he does, you see this burst of energy come out. And you guys are like preparing for him to do this at this point. And you see those spectral creatures come out, and you guys are able to block off the attacks where you fend off most of the damage. And again, he takes both his hands and slams it into his chest, and you see this purple energy just radiate over him. I can only assume Marith is still in a
Swinging
fucking
all crazy.
rage.
Scythe rage.
And Vardrock, what are you gonna do?
He's going at him.
Vardrock's gonna look over to Divian and says, "Bring that one back to me alive." He's pointing towards the door where I seen that guy run out.
Microsoft Sally with another roll on the legendary table. Go ahead and do exclamation point roll 20 and let me know who you are designating it towards.
I love the timing of these things.
Right?
Really on point
Excellent
today.
Then Devian runs off with the battle horns blaring.
Vardrock.
Sure it's not battle flutes?
Hold on one second before you decimate this character.
Shit.
So, because of Sanctuary being on him, you're supposed to have to pass something before it hits.
I think it's a wisdom. I think that's what it is for me.
Let me double check real quick. Because I know this didn't work earlier, and it's like, why am I casting this if it doesn't work?
Yeah, that's the same
besides-
thing that happened the first time I casted it.
I think for your guys's, you can actually go into spells and pull the updated one out so it works correctly, but for NPCs, they don't use the same spells as players do, like when you're building the Fantasy Ground stuff.
Yeah, I think they fixed a lot of
That's wisdom
paladin
saving
stuff.
throw.
Yeah.
That's a wisdom saving throw.
So go
Yeah, I
ahead
think
and do
they fixed a lot of
a
paladin stuff with some of the most recent updates they've been seeing through, because like some of these things were not in here before.
No, dude, those are not being fixed by them. Those are the things that I bought from Rob Tui.
Oh,
He basically fixed like every spell in the game.
nice.
So go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And it has to be 8 proficiency bonus plus spellcasting modifier. So that would be, his would be what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. So go ahead and do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, how do I make it where it factors in an additional plus? Well, actually, because it's already on me, it should automatically do it in theory.
Yeah,
Let's
well, go ahead and roll it, and if not, we'll add it.
Right.
Plus 4 you got on there, it says. So it added it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so that all happens. Yep, you hit him. That hit.
Actually, the damage rolled wrong. It's supposed to be the green flame blade. Let's see if does that work. Okay.
So it adds, what,
Have to
4
do-
damage to it?
Yep, 4 damage. And then he's gonna cock back and do it again. All right.
Oh,
hits.
you gotta do another wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
He's smart enough to know that he wants to hit him.
Yeah. Apparently, Sanctuary or not, this motherfucker's getting hit.
Like Sanctuary is just back.
Actually, before you do that, go ahead and roll me a d20. Oh my There's something else that's happening.
Ooh.
Kaz and Katzen, thank you for the follow. 19. Okay, cool. So go ahead and do your attack. You're fine.
All right. And how messed up is this guy looking? Is he barely standing, or is he still fine?
I mean, he definitely doesn't look nearly as polished as he did before you went in on him.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's not even bloodied up or anything, really.
Okay, so yeah, we'll spruce this up a bit then. Whoops. Put that on. And 2.
Now he looks a little bloody.
Right. And he is done.
And anybody who sees Vardrock right now, as he hit this guy with this second hit, you just see this like pulse of like radiant red energy rush over Vardrock's body. And you don't quite know why, but it's alluring. You feel attracted to it
Can I
in one way or another. In one way or another, whether it be like a weird like you're scared but it kind of turns you on, or if it's just outright like animal magnetism, like you're like, god damn. But one way or another, you just feel this like just you're a little bit more attracted to him than you were before that hit for some reason.
I mean, because obviously you already were, but you know.
That's up to you.
Especially Divya.
And Balavar walks up and he's like, no, Vardrock, not like that, like this. And then, just because he's fucked up, like, he runs up and he slashes this guy, and the guy, like, drops to his knees and his body tips over. And then he fucking cracks his dead body right in the skull with the hilt of his glaive. All right, Divian, now go get your guy.
Vardrock.
Divian's like, all right, Vardrock. Whatever you say.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
I am not sure if I'm supposed to cast this before or after my attack. Because it says, like, on the next attack you make, this effect happens because I cast this.
You would cast it before.
Hopefully it doesn't do the effect then.
Yep, so you're going to do an additional 1d6 piercing on your next attack.
Alright. He has to make a saving throw if the attack hits.
That's a hit.
Alright. He has to make a saving throw, otherwise he is restrained.
I think that, yeah, you do damage and then it does that.
Fuck.
So, I'm going to go ahead and say that I think you failed your quest of bringing him back alive.
I mean, he's restrained, though. So.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, technically, I don't know if he's restrained or not, but he's definitely not moving.
I don't think he can make the save.
Yeah, so this guy's running through the door. He's in the threshold of the door. He lunges, he like jumps over the body of his dead fucking friend, and he's running for the door, and he's in the thing, and he's like, yeah! And then all of a sudden, this arrow comes out, and it's like, and like, right before the arrow connects, like you see all these like tendrils and like these like dark gray like vines and whatnot like wrap around him, and it almost like pulls the arrow into his spine. And as it does, like, you just see the guy just boom. Like, there's no in between animation. Like, he's like running and then he's sliding on the ground. Like, his blood has made his own little slip and slide.
All right, Roderick, I got him. He's tied. He ain't moving. He's dead. And I'm gonna go back up here and look to see what I seen earlier from the Ascon.
Yeah, I mean, as you search through his clothes, you find this dart. And, like, when you pick it up, it has, like, this shimmery feel to it. And you get, like, the impression that it's more than what it is. Give me, like, an insight check or an arcana check or something like that.
I don't like these tracks. There it goes.
And you feel like this, like, it has, like, a magical property to it. And for whatever reason, you smell this dart. You get this, like, inclination to do so, and it smells like the forest, and it takes you back to when you were first, like, learning, like, your ranger abilities. And you get this wave of nostalgia through smelling this, but it smells like the heart of a forest.
Pocketing that. And I am going. Are we out of combat now?
Yep, you guys are out of combat now. There's nothing left to fight in this room.
Alright, looting bodies if anyone wants to help.
That's where you guys go to? It's like, all right, looting bodies.
I need a key to open the door.
Yeah, Vardrak's gonna walk. As he's walking over towards Ukto, he's gonna like look over at Vakta, just kind of examine and make sure she's fine. Just keeps walking over and like try and be as comforting to her as that was how. I'm gonna tell her it's okay and you did well.
She's a sniveling mess. She's been crying and she's like trying to like compose herself to say something, but every time she tries to, like, she breathes in and some of the blood from her like booped snoot goes back into her throat. She starts coughing on it and is like, nope, still crying, still in pain.
His best to try and clean her up and look, you did this, you helped do all this, you did well.
Every time he comes close, she's like, no, you don't know what you're doing. Please don't.
He's like, no, I'm really great at this stuff. Hold on.
Is it dislocated? I got you.
Is anybody else searching? I know Balavar would be searching.
Yep.
Balavar was searching before the battle was over with his eyes.
And out of curiosity, Cliff.
Sure.
Did you have Balavar to roll the wisdom save against Sanctuary for that last guy? Well, not the last guy, but the one that he killed.
I did not. I can have him do it real quick though.
I was looking up because I didn't know. I'm not familiar with Sanctuary. I was seeing if it was like targeted at a specific person, making it more difficult for them to hit, or if it was everyone.
He would have missed all 3 attacks.
Interesting.
But I don't know if Sanctuary is a concentration or not. And if it is, you cracking him in the face would definitely ruin concentration.
It doesn't say concentration. And it says until the spell ends, any creature entirely.
Nope, not a concentration.
Yeah, not
Okay.
a concentration.
Well, he's dead. I'm not gonna go through this another round of combat for you guys to decimate this guy.
Bring him back. He's not finished.
All right, so it looks like Vakta, Devian, and Balavar are searching. Is anybody else actively searching the room? I don't know if that would be of anybody's, like, at this point in time, like, at this, like, you guys, this exhaustion level that you guys are at, if you would even think to do that or not. Kian, are you still here? Would Marith be thinking about doing that or no?
Trying to get the blood off of his face and his clothes.
For some reason, I just picture like Marith like on top of this dude's corpse, just like fucking slashing him with the sickle like a psycho.
Absolutely losing his shit.
Yeah, like that. Like that's what I picture, but I don't know Marith's character well enough to make that call. But I just feel like that like cool like exterior has just been fucking washed away, and now it's just like rage.
Either that, or he's looking at all the bodies, seeing all the blood and vomiting in the corner somewhere.
Right, yeah, realizing what just happened, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I can't. I guess Kian might not still be here.
No, I think he left.
All right, is that what Mirith is doing? Because if so, then Vardrak is going to react to that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think that sounds better. At least it's more in character with what we've seen so far. So yeah, like once everything settles and his rage calms down, he's like, "Oh shit, there's a lot of blood here." Like there's a lot of fucking blood here.
Vardrak's gonna just actually he's gonna walk around and check to see if any of these cultists are not quite dead yet, like on death's door and probably moments from dying, but see if any of them are capable or still drawing their last breath so he can maybe get an answer out of them.
No, these guys, their last breath's been breathed.
Maybe that one that lost their neck, he might have a breath.
Yeah, I think his breath is long gone.
After a few minutes of like calming down from crying, Ukto kind of snaps her nose back into place, and just really quietly starts digging in her bag for a censer, and lights a small cone of incense and starts saying a prayer to Tiamat in Draconic.
Devian, give me a D20.
Not necessarily performing as per the spell ceremony, but more as like a act, not casting the spell ceremony, but performing a funerary like rite for the people who have passed.
Okay.
An attempt to just kind of like coax them on into the light of Tiamat and break the like, be like, I bury you in Tiamat's name, not your god's name, so then you don't get to get back up with your god's business.
And Devian, you start having flashbacks as Ukto is lighting the census of the night that you fought in Shadowfell that had the census. Um 15, 6, 11, 26, 32 divided by 3, not too hot. Through searching all the pockets and everything, you guys found 100 gold pieces 1,400 silver pieces. And the guy that, not the guy that died in the doorway, but the guy that died just before the doorway, you found this ornately carved, like, idol of some sort. It's just kind of, it's thin, like if you were to take a look at it like this, it's thin, and it has like a carving up to the front, and then the back of it's just got an ornate design to it, and it looks almost like it's of some deity or something.
Just like the previous rooms, Vardrak is just piling up bodies. And he since Divian's heading over here, says, "Bring me that one you captured alive." Since he still thinks that guy might be alive.
He goes and checks on the body, like he kicks it around. He goes back. Yeah, this one's dead too. And he kicks him again. And he couldn't take a fucking hit.
We'll bring him over to the pile then.
No, he's like dragging him by the vines. I'm gonna go to Vakta and what did the door need to open? What should we be looking for? How do we get into the next room to chase after these people?
Did it look like it just needed a standard key, Cliff? Because I was trying to pick it.
No, it was
Or it's a big key, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very ornate looking.
Is there anything after like looking after their bodies? I'm gonna look around at the room, and is there anything that stands out?
Give me a perception check.
I want to look at the idol.
I'm gonna hand it over to her then.
Nothing really stands out in this room to you.
I'm checking the idol to see if it's a. Don't worry about it. Never mind.
To
It's
see
an
if it's
idol.
what?
It's a trinket.
Worth his junk.
Are these doors on the right?
On the right, all you see is the wall is lined with tapestries.
Okay. Devian's making his way back to the locked door.
You gonna run out there all by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Walking, just looking at the rooms that we passed through, seeing if there's anything that stands out.
And what's everybody else doing? Melissa.
I'm gonna hand the trinket back to someone who cares. Because I don't. And probably gonna. Yeah, you know what? I'll go take another look at that door. Because how dare it best me in lockpicking?
Okay. Who are you giving the trinket to?
I'll hand it to Ukta as I pass by. Because I'm just like, you do religion things, here.
Yeah, so she just like drops this idol in your lap.
Ukto kind of just fumbles with it, trying not to drop the sensor, but also grab the trinket and kind of looks it over. And I rolled the knowledge religion check.
So the carvings on it, on the backside, you see similar things to what you've seen on the two areas that had like the different religious whatchamacallits on it. Like, why can't I think what the fuck they're called now? Like the altars. And you're seeing a lot of the similar carvings on the one side of it. But the way that it kind of extends out to the side with the carvings doesn't really make sense to you of why it would be that way. It doesn't fit with the rest of what you've seen from like the markings of the Ebon Riders.
Okay, so would, based on the knowledge religion check that I had previously, would I at this point be able to discern that some of the stuff is specifically for the Ebon Riders?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's pretty, all the carvings that you see on the one end of it definitely pertain to that. But you're not sure what the other thing is on the other side. Like, it doesn't make sense that it would be there.
And it doesn't match any of the stuff that we've seen previously in the temple that I just didn't recognize the religion of it.
Right, yeah, you don't understand why they would be there at all.
It's completely alien. Okay.
Yeah, from a religious standpoint, it definitely is. Go ahead and just give me an insight check.
Sure, give me 1 second. Like 5 minutes.
And John, Devian and Vakta walked off on their own.
Okay. Vardrak, once he gets all the bodies piled up, just as he did before, he's gonna do a bonfire right there and torch them all and watch to make sure that every bit of them is incinerated and turned to ash.
All right. Yeah, and you're seeing them, and by the time like everybody is well charred, like the room your guys are in is starting to fill with smoke. And yeah, Ukto, you don't, like, you're stumped. Like, you just cannot fathom why they would do this. Like, it's almost like you feel like they almost desecrated some sort of a religious idol. Like, it shouldn't be that way.
I don't know if I have any knowledge on crafting or if that would be required. Does it look like it's something that was carved in afterwards as like an afterthought, or something that was like intentionally there?
Yeah, I mean, from the best that you could tell, it looks like it was intentionally made this way, but you just, like, you're looking at this,
it just seems really wrong.
Yeah, like, you're looking at this, like, at this point, like, your religious teachings have kicked in 100%, and you're like, this makes no sense.
It's
Religious
like having
carvings,
the heads
why?
of Tiamat. It's like having the 5 heads of Tiamat and it missing one of the heads.
Right, yeah, it just doesn't make sense why
It's
it would
just
be that way. So yeah, so this room's filling up with smoke a lot.
When it starts to get like unbearable and it looks like most of them, I mean, there probably isn't much left, he's going to start heading into the other room, and at the same time he is going to be communicating with Asha to meet him in this room.
In this room here?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, so you make this mental connection and you tell Asha to meet you there, and around the time that you get there, Asha shows up and she's like leading the camel like by the lead with her into it.
He deserves a treat.
I don't know why it's so huge though.
Vardrak, you should give her a treat. She's been good.
There's some charred meat in the other room.
Yeah, Vardrak doesn't seem like the nurturer type. Definitely
That's
not
why
letting Asha
I
on the
am.
couch.
Actually, it's funny you say that, because he, like, when she comes in like he is like gently like petting her head and everything. Like he is more gentle with her than anything you've ever seen from him ever.
Especially Vakta.
Especially Maka. Hi, Bob.
Vivian's gonna yell out for someone to toss him the idol. Whoever has it.
Why would you do that?
Gonna see if it has anything to do with the door.
I already inspected it to see if it did. It's not.
Ukto has it, so whatever she decides to do.
Yeah, I was just like, I have my hand up, waiting, silently waiting.
Ukto's wandering around the room with the idol out, looking at the walls and looking at the thing, seeing if she can, like, figure anything out. Because now she's annoyed. Like, why is this like this? Why is this dumb?
Yeah, and like looking at everything on the wall and the carvings and all that, like none of it makes sense.
She's just so zoned into this, she doesn't even hear that they're like, hey, idol, please. She's just so fixated on it. Like, what is this garbage? So we've got one person like sitting there staring at this thing, staring at a wall, and another guy standing in front of the door like...
Just hand out like this, like, oh.
Looking around the room, are those like the there was 4 carvings or indents into the wall with like, I guess, offerings? Are those still like untouched?
I mean, untouched as in Vakta looted the shit out of them?
But like anything of value was taken, right? But like still there.
I mean, there's still like candles and whatnot in the holes. Grinch,
Alright,
thanks
I'm
for the
going
raid,
to
buddy.
each one of them and putting an arm in and like sweeping everything out onto the floor.
There's nothing left but candle wax.
Hmm.
It's like almost like someone was there already. Grinch, I know you got enough Cliff coins to roll on the legendary table. Just saying. Just saying.
As Ukto's like walking around looking at the carvings, looking at the thing, looking at the carvings, she kind of makes her way to the group, looks over, is like, oh shit, you get, yeah, here, and hands it over to Vakta. Your captain doors.
So Vakta now has the idol. And Vakta's talking on mute.
Yep.
I muted myself because I was eating. Sorry, I forgot. Well, I was like gonna hold the idol and be.
Devian takes it out of her hand.
It doesn't go to the door. I looked it over.
He's gonna like focus it really hard and see if it can interact with the door in any way.
No, I looked it over.
Yeah, I mean, you flip it over a couple times, and you could see that, like, when it's on its side, that it slides right in.
So I stare Vakta straight in the eye without breaking eye contact and slide it in.
Okay. That line by itself, out of context. is
Right, yeah. Someone clip that.
But also, I just
Slowly.
imagined him like staring Vakta in the face and just like clink, 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 clink. Slide.
Slowly opens the
Clink,
door.
clink,
And
clink.
he, like,
Got it.
does a little smile and wink.
Yeah, so you just hear, like, and this giant door starts to slide up. And by now, like, the chanting that you guys heard before, you don't hear anymore.
Devian kind of steps forward and he's like, Vakta got the door open, guys. Let's go.
Vivian, I don't know about you, but I could use a little rest before we continue forward. I want to be ready when we see that thing again that has my book.
Devian's going to peek down each hall, and I'm guessing he doesn't see anything besides hallway.
Yeah, I mean, so when you're looking down the halls, like, these are more of, like, what you guys walked through before. They're the smaller. They're only about, maybe 10 feet tall, just over 10 feet wide, hand-carved tunnels. And there's more of, like, almost like the hieroglyphic type carvings on it. Not like the big ones that you saw, but just like the pictures carved to the side of it. And yeah, I mean, you see a couple torches.
We'll walk back into the group, and in the doorway, I'm going to throw down some arrows with my proximity trap thing I have. What's it called? Cordon of arrows.
Uh-huh.
And just join the group. Well, if they come back out this way, they'll be met with a trap, and we should have an advantage on them.
Perfect. Asha's just gonna like lay down, and like Varda's gonna lay down on her like a pillow. And he's like pulls out his bag and starts like pulling out like pieces of meat, and like he takes a bite and then like hands it over to her and just starts eating out of his hand.
All right, and Marith kind of gathers around you guys, and he's like, "All right, everybody, you know the drill. Get over here." And he begins playing that song that you guys are used to hearing by now, and you're starting to see this, the hut begin to form. So everybody gets within that.
And like while they're laying there, like you see like they're looking at each other, and like Vardrak's like whispering in Draconic over to Asha, and like as they're talking, like she looks over and makes eye contact with Vakta, and then nods like she understands something from what he's saying, and then they go back to just talking in private.
So,
Hey, John, what are they saying in Draconic?
Yeah.
They are whispering. Are you close enough to hear it?
Do a perception check, Ukta. Yeah, she can hear. A 15, and you guys are within 10 feet of one another. Oh, actually, here. Let's do it this way. Go ahead and roll a stealth check, John.
All right. I am great at this. Watch.
Oh, you're fantastic.
I know.
Leg.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
Yeah. So what are you whispering in Draconic?
Sorry, John.
No, it's fine. From
Fantastic.
what you caught, what you understood was like she said something, but why? And then he says, because of that one over there. And then that's when she looks over at Vakta and just kind of nods her head.
Vakta, you gonna die?
Well, I don't know if he'd let me die after that. Unless he just wanted to kill me himself. Which is still kind of plausible.
Could be.
No! Lost the cat.
While everybody's huddled up, I am going. Ukto is going to cast Prayer of Healing. It takes 10 minutes to cast. We'll hit everybody, and does two. I can't tell if it does how many d8 of healing plus 4 because wisdom.
2d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Yes, and then it says at higher levels you can cast this spell using a 3rd slot or higher, which is what I'm gonna do. If I can do that.
Yeah. Of course you can.
Okay, then I'm going to do that.
As long as you got the spots to do it.
Yes, I do. I didn't cast any 3rd level spells, so I will do for 3d8.
So you do a 3rd level spell? Okay. Cool, yeah.
Because it's the 2nd level on its own.
Alright, and 3, boop. So you heal everybody for 15.
Insert 10-minute sermon about Tiamat.
Vakta, how do you react to this 10-minute sermon?
By sitting quietly.
So proud. It would be the creation story of Tiamat bringing the world out of chaos.
And I just imagine, like...
In that case, I'm actually kind of listening and a little bit interested. Because I've mostly just heard, Tiamat's so great, worship her.
Ukto knows her audience. She's like, look, I gotta make it interesting, so I'm gonna tell them one of the fables of Tiamat and why she's so cool. And why you should
got her most into Tiamat is dead, so... Rip.
So, Alex, what is one part of this story that you feel like everybody listening, like this one part really resonates with them?
I have the Wikipedia article open on my other computer.
Fucking cheater.
Fuck that, wing it.
No.
You got this.
Probably toward the beginning of the story where she's explaining the part where she comes out of the salt water from the primordial chaos and works to bring the world into creation.
So yeah, so like Vakta, and Marith, maybe Marith, we'll see. Religion, yeah, Marith isn't really all that hot with religion. So yeah, Vakta, Marith, and Devian. That part you guys didn't even realize that Tiamat helped with, according to legend, form the material plane and create planets. So you guys found that exceptionally kind of noteworthy, like that kind of resonates with you guys. And Vardrock, you just kind of chuckle and
yeah, like occasionally during the sermon he keeps going, oh, and tell him the part about blah 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 blah,
Was getting there, but thank you, brother. Better yet, she's like, thank you, brother, that is an excellent point, and just continues on telling the story.
Raina's just laying down on her stomach with her legs
Just
kicked back,
kicking.
just kicking. She's just got her head in her...
Kick.
That's my favorite part.
Evian's slowly like scooting further and further away.
You're trapped in a 10-foot tent, huh? There's not really much you can do.
I am hugging the wall of that tent.
Using medieval earbuds to try and block it out. Beats by Raven Queen.
And so you guys end up, telling the story and everything, and after it's over, you guys end up going to sleep, and after about 6 hours or so, you hear the noise. That sounds like someone shooting arrows.
No, the camel.
Sorry, Mr. Camel. And
The camel's shooting arrows. Plot twist.
Ha! Wasn't ready.
Devian jumps up and like springs up towards the door.
Give me a dex check.
Check or save?
Check.
Check.
As you jump up, and mind you, you guys are still within this hut. As you jump up, you see this creature standing in the door, and it is completely caught in your cordon of arrows. And go ahead and give me 3 more, 5 more checks.
Dex checks?
Yep.
Okay.
So you hear this noise as you hear these traps being sprung. And as you guys look up, you see there are these 3 creatures and this dwarf, all trapped within the door. And you see this other creature, like burst through where the traps are at, and he comes running towards you guys like on all 4s. And as you look, it's a person, but they're twisted and distorted looking, and it's running at you on all 4s, and it stands up, and you just see this like skin barely wrapped on bone creature, and he's staring at you guys from a little bit of a distance. They look like they're trapped to me. You guys all got short rests.
Damn it.
You can use any of your hit die that you want to heal yourself. But you did not get a full sleep in.
Alright, just using the 2.
Devian, feel free to target the 4 in the doorway. And go ahead and do the damage of your cordon of arrows.
How many in the doorway?
The 4 in the doorway.
I don't know if I have them targeted or not. It looks
No, you
like
don't.
They
Here,
haven't loaded for me yet.
I'll target them for you. Go ahead and do the damage on your cordon of arrows. Unless you want me to load it. It's up to you.
No, it should work. Now that if they're targeted for me.
Yeah. And you see these creatures start to shake off, and they're breaking these arrows off, and they start one by one coming in. And then you see this dwarf walk in, and this dwarf is wearing this super unique looking carved dark purple, almost black armor with this flowing cape behind him.
Is this a random dwarf?
You've never seen him before.
Okay. Just making sure.
Have a bit of a history there.
That would be a bit too coincidental, huh?
So here's where Herfer's been. All right.
Yeah, he's just been there the whole time.
Fantastic.
You guys can feel free to do like a history check. Ukto, I would allow you to do like a religion check if you wanted.
What?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'll do a history check. I probably don't know anything, but yeah, no, I don't know anything. This is my country. This is my city. Hi, I know Durian.
Devian just grabs his bow and it starts to resonate.
Ukto, you would recognize his armor bears a lot of the symbols of the Ebon Riders.
Look undead.
He definitely does have an undead-esque quality about him.
Follow-up question: is that armor made of metal by chance?
It is.
Yeah.
I believe it is. Let me double check.
I feel like undead plus metal plus electricity is just, not a great time.
I would go ahead and say that it is. Actually, no, it wouldn't be, because it's obsidian. Isn't obsidian considered like glass or like rock?
Yeah, it's like rock.
Yeah, so no, it's obsidian.
Boo.
But he definitely does still have that undead-esque aura, as does all the other people that came through that door.
As a rock nerd, obsidian is such a terrible armor because it breaks so easily.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
It's
say.
such a fragile rock. Like, it's really pretty, but God, it
Yeah.
can break.
I mean, it could be those weird draconic runes in it to keep it together. I don't know, but
My money's on that.
Scratch one rune, and it's all gonna fall apart.
you should try that.
You're on the scratch,
will.
all right.
So he comes walking in, and he walks up, and he looks right at you guys, and he's like sizing everybody up. And
Well, I mean, yeah, he's short.
da bump.
Hey, you can hate me if you want. I understand.
Where the fuck is Balavar at?
What the fuck?
What'd you do with Balavar?
You were in charge of him.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Are you
Vakta-
opposing him?
Vakta was on top of him.
Hey.
Oh.
What you gonna do, Vardrak?
Watching you.
Yeah?
So he looks at
You let me and Devian wander off together.
he looks at Balavar, and he kind of sizes him up, and he looks at Vardrak. So which one of you two am I gonna have to get reacquainted into combat with? And he's like flexing his shoulders and like, stretching.
Roderick looks over and says, "You want this one, Balavar?"
Well, I don't see any reason why we both can't tap this one.
All right. Vardrak stands up and he's like doing flexing of his own. Pulls out his hammer and like twirls it around.
And you just see him look at you with this smile. And he pulls out he unsheaths this axe. And this axe has more of these carvings on it, and it's super ornate. And he kind of takes it and he twirls it a little bit, and it's a double-headed axe. And he drags the axe across the ground, and you see these purple sparks come out of it. And he just looks at you and goes, "Looks like we have a winner." And that's where we'll end it for the night.
Still in the dungeon.
Still in the dungeon.
Still in the dungeon. But we're not in the same battle.
Correct.
So, yeah. So, as always, thanks everybody that popped in here tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you to the players, my lovely, lovely players. Even thanks to Kian, who was vicariously playing from the audience. We need you here, but, I like that you are here. Damn, you're Obsidian. Hey, I don't make the rules, okay? Yeah, I do. So, I need to go back and look at all this shit. Hold on. So thank you to Fantasy Round College for the 300 bits. Stark for being here and hosting. B-Rabbit for the follow. Daft Podunk for the $3. Microsoft Sally for the follow and all the rolls on the legendary table. Katzen for the follow and and Microsoft Sally, you also subbed. I don't know how I skipped over that one, but just I'll play the alert again since how it didn't work last time. Or it won't play. That's cool too. I appreciate that.
Because everything's worked today.
Yeah. Everything's going so good right now. And thanks to Grinch for the raid of 4. If you guys enjoyed this and you're not doing so, please follow. We do D&D every Thursday, 8 p.m. until 11:30 p.m. We typically start a lot sooner Eastern Standard Time. And that would be, hold on, so that would be
8:30.
5
5:30
5
Pacific
p.m.
Standard Time. 8:30 we end Pacific.
Yeah, that. And then I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time every week. And one thing I like to do at the end of every one of my streams is to raid out and pass the love on to somebody. So, with that being said, let me see who is on right now so I can, do the do. If anybody's playing Dungeons and Dragons, that would be a bonus, but I doubt there is. Let's do this. Okay.
Pretty sure Matt Mercer is.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go raid Critical Role.
They're a small D&D group.
Right? Yeah, you might have maybe heard of them. Maybe like if you're in that community. So yeah. So thank you guys again for popping in here. I really do appreciate it. If all you care about is Dungeons and Dragons, I will see you next Thursday at 8. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8. We're gonna raid Killsbury, who's doing some art right now. So you guys have a beautiful night. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.